Hi, this is Mr. Guy, and I just want to go over some classroom rules with you. I'm not really big on sending referrals and yelling and screaming at people and saying, here are my rules. I don't think I've sent a referral up uh, in a few years. And if I did, it was probably I remember one group of kids were fighting one year, and I had sent up a referral. I've sent up a referral for multiple cheating, not the first time but after the second time I had to do that. So very, very, very rare are there any referrals. Basically, it's I talk to you once in a while. I'll talk to your parents, but you're adults, you're seniors. Most of my contact is with you. If your parents want to talk to me, absolutely they can, but I'm not a big uh, talk to Johnny's parents or anything like that because you're 16, 17, 18. Many of you are 19. So it's you. With that said, basically, bathroom passes. We're going to make one, but one person leaves at a time. There's a sign out sheet near the door, and you sign out. Please don't ask me to go to the bathroom. You're a big person, you're an adult. You don't ask, you just quietly go out and sign out and then go in and out and never say a word. If you ask me permission, that is an actually interruption, and that's something where I have to basically stop what I'm doing. But trust me, it works great if you just sign out. Just make sure it's one at a time. Make sure that the pass is there. Um, Tardies and absences. It's pretty much I'm going to keep a record of tardies and absences. I do make mistakes. Email me, text me if you were here and I didn't see you, especially in the first 2 weeks when I don't know your names yet. But I keep good records. I'll be doing attendance at the beginning. I have my phone and I use that. Um, so please make sure that you're here on time. They're pretty strict on the tardies and attendance. So it's one of those things that if you have 10 tardies, you can be on a contract. If you have 10 absences, you can be on a contract. And I've had students that basically did not graduate based on the tardy policy. Now, it wasn't their senior year, but it was like their junior or their sophomore year where they lost a whole semester worth of classes. So when you lose 3 or 4 classes, that's pretty critical. So just be there, make sure that you're on time, make sure that you're in class, and that's important to your success. This year, the new administration is making sure that everyone has IDs and make sure you have the ID visible. So it could be a clip-on, it could be a lanyard. Obviously, Mr. Huffman is a big enforcer on going to the library and having your school ID. He won't let you in unless you have it. The cafeteria for food, the same thing. Athletics. So basically, just have it visible, have it seen. I'll have my lanyard and I'll have that. I have two of them. I've always at another job had to wear a badge. It's one of those things when I worked at Progressive Insurance, had to have one to get into the building to get there. Same thing with ASU and with Scottsdale. So it's like something that I have to have. And basically, it's what you're going to have in your life after high school. So just get used to it. Just don't fight it. I know you might think it looks silly, but everybody has to do it, especially in the work environment. So just have your badge, have your lanyard, do what it needs to be seen. Um, then with that, those are basically the rules. I mean, we'll go over those. Obviously, there's no fighting. Drinks and food in class, I'll let you have those as long as you know where the trash can is and you clean up the trash. Last year I had good results with trash, but I had problems with writing on the desks and people drawing and coloring and doing that. We're going to try to keep that to a minimum. I'm going to try to, if you see something written on your desk, I want to clean it up right away and make sure it's clean. I want to keep the room clean. And I want all the trash obviously going into the trash can. So if we can do that, that's fine. Um, Seating arrangements, I really don't have a seating arrangement until like maybe after week one. You sit in the same seat until I get to know your name. So it normally takes like 2, 3 days. I notice where you're sitting, and then basically I'll know your name, and then you can move around and do that. So I'm pretty flexible. We're in groups a lot, so you're going to be working with groups of people. Um, make sure that you can see, take notes, make sure you participate. I don't worry about phones because everybody has a phone, everybody uses them. I'm not going to be a phone Nazi, but I will want you when I'm lecturing to be more paying attention to me than, texting your girlfriend or boyfriend or your family or whatever it might be. But there are emergencies, and I do understand that. If there's a call that you have to make, go outside just like you would with a bathroom, make the call, and then come back in. I will use the phones and I will have you do research. I'll have you look some things up. I'll have you type on your phone. I'll have you do projects with your phone, movies and things with the phone. So you get to use them. So I'm not going to be giving you detentions or taking away your phones unless it's really, really bad and you're not working whatsoever. And it's really a problem with that. Um, in my class, I want you and I expect you to work. I expect you to do things in class. I expect you to have fun. So if you're just sitting there and saying it's a vacation or you're sleeping, that does get to me. There's no sleeping in class. There's no, it's just we're there to work, we're there to learn, we're there to get things done, but we're also there to have fun. So like I said before, we work hard and we play hard. So that's kind of like one of my pet peeves is if you decide to take the day off. Now, that doesn't mean you don't have a bad day. Everybody has a bad day. Everybody has problem days. Everybody has personal issues. So let me know about it beforehand. Let me know what's going on. But that still doesn't excuse you. If you have a bad day and you need an excuse, you can go to the nurse, you can go to the office. If you need me to send you somewhere, that's fine. But it's just if you're in the classroom, I expect you to be working. I expect you to work hard and play hard and just participate. Other than that, be creative, think outside the box, talk, discuss with each other, come with opinions, ask questions. I'm going to challenge you, so I expect you to challenge me. Most of the time, I don't have all the answers. I'm really good with economics and government. I've taught them for many years, but there are things that I learn every day. There's things about the founding fathers of the Constitution or the economy. Um, so I learn all the time. So if you've, challenge and you ask, I'll be happy to look it up. I'll be happy to look up things and get the answer. Um, and I think that's the best way of a teacher is to work together. I see more of myself as a coach, not as the authoritarian and dispensing knowledge to you guys. So for rules, talk, participate. If you don't talk during the day, I'm going to be asking you to um, post on Google Plus and use that or do something in writing to show that you were engaged and you were there. So not too many rules, and we'll go over them in class. We'll go over them in you know in some of our discussions. So I just wanted to give you the basics. I want you to then post and see if there's any others that you have. I think the new administrator doesn't want teachers to wear hats. So I think inside. So I do think that they're going to have something where kids can't. It's not one of those things that's important to me. I do believe in respect, but my respect is more actions to each other, words that we use with each other. And we're going to have a big discussion on respect. We're going to have a discussion on what is it, how do you see it? What do you look at it? What's disrespect? What's bullying? So we're going to have those discussions because they're not tolerated. And when you want a safe classroom, you have to have respect for each other. So hope that gives you an idea about some rules, about my philosophy and what I think. And this evolves over time, and we'll discuss them in class. So post any comments after the video. Make sure that I know that you watched it. So post a comment. And if you want to add any rules, if you want to take off any rules, if you want to have any changes, make comments, so then we can talk about it in class. Thanks a lot, and let's have a great year, and see you in the classroom.